points in the game.
Will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Auburn's offense will take the field first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Here comes the heat. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Brown wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A low line drive and short kick. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So North Carolina's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Power football with the run. Good blocking up front, great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Looking to buy time. Shakes off the defender. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Here's the handoff. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gonna run it. It's Roach. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Meredith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Auburn lines up quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
He had nowhere to go with the ball, guys. And the defense is in nickel. Great job by the DBs in coverage. No receivers open.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Roach. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
They'll leave it with him. Puts it on in midfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the...
It's a running room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Running it to the right. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
To the air, it's Levitt. He's looking deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got it.
Wide open. He makes the catch. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown will throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Roach. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Here's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. The give to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the left side. He's loose. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but But you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And man, did they cover that ground in a flash, a 95-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Brown wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's a heat. And down he goes back at the 3. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Touchdown, North Carolina! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Ready to try the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So here comes the Auburn offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Rush is on him, trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's knocked down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got his man. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Brown will throw it. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Auburn trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Let's go. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Johnson. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. From the red zone, it's Gibson. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.